Well, dear students, hope you all are fine. Today I am going to discuss with you the history of English literature, and the topic is an overview of the history of English literature. I will give you a peep into the entire history of English literature by dividing it into periods. I will make you aware with the main trends and characteristics of the periods and also the literary forms that were in vogue at that time. First, we take is Old English period, and it is also known as Anglo-Saxon period. We date it from 450 to 1066 AD. The period writers are Caedmon, Cynewulf, and King Alfred. King Alfred translated many great literary works into Old English language. The trends were heroic and elegiac poetry, literary forms, heroic poetry, prose, etc. The best work is known as Beowulf. The last king was Harold, who was defeated by Norman King William in Battle of Hastings. The next is Middle English period, and it is also termed as Anglo-Norman period. We date it from 1066 to 1500 AD, and notable writers are Geoffrey Chaucer, Thomas Malory, Robert Henderson, John Wycliffe, William Lagland, John Gower, etc. Trends were very didactic and religious work. Literary forms: chronicles, poetry, mystery plays, miracle plays, and morality plays. Mystery plays, miracle plays, and morality plays are based on Bible and lives of saints. Important kings who were famous in this era were William, Richard II, Richard III, Henry I, Henry II, Henry III, and Henry IV, etc. Next is Renaissance. It is a very long period. A very florid and virtuous literature developed in that age, and it came in England late, and in Italy it began with the works of Boccaccio, Dante, and Plutarch, etc. And it refers to the rebirth of classical, especially Greek learning, after centuries of comparative neglect. It is the whole transition from the Middle Ages to the modern world. It was a discovery by mankind of himself and of the world. Important writers are Thomas Yard, Earl of Surrey, Christopher Marlowe, William Shakespeare, Edmund Spenser, Sir Philip Sidney, Michael Drayton, Sir Walter Raleigh, Ben Jonson, John Donne, Francis Bacon, etc. Trends: a revival of Greek learning, new knowledge of physical world and new discoveries, invitation of printing press, promulgation of feminism and Puritanism, etc. Literary forms: poetry, and in poetry various literary forms, that lyric, elegy, ode, sonnet, etc. developed. Drama and prose. We divide it, Renaissance, that is a very long period of 160 years, into sub-periods for your convenience. First is Elizabethan age, and we date it from 1558 to 1603. At that time, the rule was of Queen Elizabeth, who ruled England from 1558 to 1603. She was daughter of Henry VIII, and England saw development in all walks of life, and she also patronized literatures. That is why English literature developed in her age by leaps and bounds. Important writers are Christopher Marlowe, William Shakespeare, Edmund Spenser, Sir Philip Sidney, Sir Michael Drayton, Sir Walter Raleigh, Ben Jonson, John Donne, Francis Bacon, etc. Poetry: William Shakespeare, Sir Philip Sidney, Edmund Spenser, Michael Drayton, etc. Prose: conspicuous was Mr. Francis Bacon. Drama: in drama we saw the great dramatist of all time, William Shakespeare. University wits, which include Christopher Marlowe, John Lilly, George Peele, Thomas Lodge, Thomas Nash, Thomas Kidd, etc., Ben Jonson, and John Webster, etc. Next is Jacobean age. We date it from 1603 to 1625. At that time, it was the rule of James I in England, whose one name was Jacob. That is why it is also known as Jacobean age, after his name. Important writers are William Shakespeare, John Donne, Francis Bacon, Ben Jonson, John Milton. John Milton was very young in this age. Next is Caroline age, and we date it from 1625 to 1649. It was the reign of King Charles I, whose one name was Carolus. That is why it is also known as Caroline age. Important writers are Ben Jonson, John Donne, Thomas Carey, George Herbert, John Milton, Sir Thomas Browne, etc. Next is Commonwealth period, and we date it from 1649 to 1660. It is known as Puritan age. An uprising was seen under leadership of Oliver Cromwell. Notable writers are John Milton, Andrew Marvell, etc. Next is New Classical Age. It is also like Renaissance, a very long period. We date it from 1660 to 1798. It covers Restoration Age, Age of Pope, and Age of Dr. Samuel Johnson. Important writers are John Dryden, Alexander Pope, Samuel Butler, John Bunyan, William Congreve, etc. Trends: imitation of classical art and culture of ancient Greece and Rome, respect for rules, intellectual quality, literature of town, precision, etc. Literary forms: heroic couplet, verse satire, prose, comedy of manners, strict rhyme and meter is seen in this age. The chief contribution is novel. We divide this long period of New Classical Age into sub-periods, and first is Restoration period. We date it from 1660 to 1700, the restoration of King Charles II. The important writers are John Dryden, Samuel Butler, William Congreve, etc. And next is Augustan Age, or it is also known as Age of Alexander Pope. We date it from 1700 to 1745. In some books you will find it from 1700 to 1750. A rule of William III, Queen Anne, George I and George II. Alexander Pope, Daniel Defoe, Jonathan Swift, Sir Richard Steele, Joseph Addison, Samuel Johnson, etc. were the important writers of this era. Next is Age of Sensibility, or Age of Dr. Samuel Johnson. We date it from 1745 to 1798. And the kings were King George II and King George III. Important writers are Dr. Samuel Johnson, Oliver Goldsmith, Thomas Gray, William Collins, Robert Burns, William Blake, James Thomson, William Cowper, Samuel Richardson, Samuel Johnson, Oliver Goldsmith, Richardson, Henry Fielding, Tobias Smollett, and Lawrence Stern, etc. Four wheels of the novel are considered Richardson, Henry Fielding, Tobias Smollett, and Lawrence Stern, etc. And Henry Fielding, who is also known as the father of modern English novel, is the main novelist of this era. Next is Romantic period. It is very important period, especially in the field of poetry. We date it from 1798 to 1832. In some books you will find it from 1798 to 1850. Kings were George III, George IV, and William IV. Important writers are William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Sir Walter Scott, George Gordon, Lord Byron, P.B. Shelley, John Keats, Charles Lamb, William Hazlitt, and Jane Austen, etc. Characteristics: mystery, love for nature, interest in past, interest in humanity, freedom of expression and imagination, subjectivity and spontaneity. Influence of French Revolution was seen in some poets' works. Literary forms: Romantic poetry, Romantic prose, novel, and Gothic fiction. In poetry, we see great works from William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Sir Walter Scott, Lord Byron, P.B. Shelley, and John Keats, etc. And in prose, we see the surge and very charming prose from Charles Lamb, William Hazlitt, Thomas De Quincey, etc. In the field of novel, we see the surge of Sir Walter Scott and Jane Austen. In Gothic fiction, we see Horace Walpole, Mary Shelley, and Radcliffe contributing a lot to English literature. And next is Victorian Age, and we date it from 1837 to 1901. And important writers are Lord Tennyson, Robert Browning, Matthew Arnold, Thomas Carlyle, John Ruskin, T.R. Macaulay, Charles Dickens, Thomas Hardy, Bronte sisters, etc. Characteristics: an era of peace, progress, and prosperity, conflict between religion and science, social unrest, realism, advancement of democratic ideals, educational expansion, idealism, pessimism, symbolism, and utilitarianism, etc. Poetry: famous poets are Lord Tennyson, Robert Browning, Elizabeth Browning, and Matthew Arnold, etc. Novel: Charles Dickens, W.M. Thackeray, Thomas Hardy, Bronte sisters, and George Eliot, etc. In the field of drama, we see the great works from T.W. Robertson, Henry Arthur Jones, A.W. Pinnow, etc. Prose: we see Thomas Carlyle, John Ruskin, Matthew Arnold, T.R. Macaulay, contributing a lot to the literature of this period. We divide this into smaller periods, and another is pre-Raphaelite period. We date it from 1848 to 1860. Important writers are Daisy Rosset, William Morris, S. Swinburne, etc. And we see aestheticism and decadence from 1880 to 1901. Important writers are Oscar Wilde and Walter Horatio Pater. Next is Edwardian period, 1901 to 1910. Rule was of Edward VII. From 1901 to 10, he was the son of Queen Victoria. Important writers are Joseph Conrad, Rudyard Kipling, H.G. Wells, W. Yeats, etc. The next is Georgian period. We date it from 1910 to 1936. It was rule of King George V in England from 1910 to 1936. Important writers are John Masefield, W.H. Davis, Rupert Brooke, etc. Next is modern period. We date it from 1914 onwards, and at this time it was rule of George VI from 1936 to 52, and Elizabeth II from 1952 till date. Important writers are Joseph Conrad, W. Yeats, T.S. Eliot, Rudyard Kipling, A.E. Housman, Aldous Huxley, W.H. Auden, G.B. Shaw, Jules Galsworthy, E.M. Forster, Samuel Beckett, etc. T.S. Eliot, the chief representative of modern poetry. In poetry, we see great works from the great poets T.S. Eliot, Robert Bridges, James Hopkins, A.E. Housman, etc. Drama, we see great work from the pen of great writers like George Bernard Shaw, Harold Pinter, John Galsworthy, John Masefield, J.M. Barrie, and Harley Granville Barker, etc. Poetic drama, we also saw development of poetic drama in this modern age, and the important writers are W.B. Yeats and T.S. Eliot. In the field of novel, we see great works by our writers D.H. Lawrence, Virginia Woolf, Graham Greene, George Orwell, etc. Characteristics of modern age: anxiety and interrogation, art for art's sake, psychology, interest in poor and working class, impact of two world wars, influence of radio and cinema, etc. Last and not the least, it is the postmodern period, and we date it from 1945 onwards, and the writers are T.S. Eliot, Graham Greene, D.H. Lawrence, James Synge, J.B. Priestley, etc. Literary trends: structuralism, deconstruction, post-culturalism, postmodernism, post-colonialism, and magic realism, etc. Thank you, and thank you very much. Please go through this video. I think it will give you a peep into the entire history of English literature. You can make chart of it, and whenever you find time, just pay a cursory glance over it. You will find that you can recapitulate the entire history literature at one go, and whenever you appear in examination, be it mainstream examination or competitive examination, you will see and find this chart of great worth and great use. Thank you, and thank you very much.